This is a tour of a Japanese junior high school or a middle school in Japan. Now, as you can see, there are no students around because it is winter vacation. So we are walking to the third graders classroom. So this is where English is taught. There is only one group of third graders. So it is about 33, 34 students in total for the third graders. And now we're gonna move to the homeroom class for the third graders. So this is where, when they first come to school, they sit down and they go over the schedule for today. The homeroom teacher, goes over the schedule. This is where a lot of other classes happen here, a lot of other subjects that they do here. But this is the main classroom for the third graders. Okay, so let's move on. So now we're going to enter the school library. There are a lot of books, a lot of comic books, a lot of novels, a lot of books about history. Students come here to read in their spare time, or even come here to study and have committees, like meetings and stuff. Um, yeah, there's an array of books that they can check out. There are even a few English books, but I would say most of them are just very like elementary level. But they have a decent assortment of books that they can borrow or read. Um, and yeah, it's quite difficult to understand because I'm not very too good at Japanese, because there's a lot of kanji, and that's the Harry Potter book series in Japanese, which I find to be pretty cool. Yeah, so as I said before, the students have little committees here once in a while too, where there's like a book club where they talk about how they can improve the library, how they can improve the borrowing system for the books. And it's nice is that this library is open for donation, so you can donate books as well if you want as a teacher. So now moving on to the first grade second group classroom. So this is the first graders classroom, and it consists of 21 students. And then there's also another group, a second group for the first graders, and this would be the classroom for them as well. And they consist of 21 students. This is the special needs classroom. There's only, I believe there's only two students, or no, more than that actually. There's about 3 or 4 students that come here for special needs classes. So now we're moving up. We're gonna walk upstairs to the third floor. Yeah, it's a beautiful view, as you can see. Very beautiful view. And those are bathrooms for the students as well that are on the third floor. So on the third floor, it's the second graders classroom. Yeah, for the second graders. And I think there's about 31 or 32 students in total. All their backpacks are on the right. Yep, showing you the view once more. There was another classroom on the left as well that's also for the second graders, where they would have English class. So let's see if the music room is open, which I don't think it is. So we're gonna have to come back later to check it out. This is the entrance for the teachers and guests, or even like the delivery man that comes in and delivers papers or letters and stuff. Those are my shoes. So each teacher has their own little cabinet where they can put their outdoor shoes in and switch into their indoor shoes. And we're headed towards the student entrance, and on the way we see trophies that have been gathered, that have been won over the many years that the school has been open for. And usually there's a newspaper there where you can read, the daily news. And yeah, this is the school entrance. So the students have made some cute little winter decorations. They're very talented. A lot of these students are extremely talented, and it's amazing. This is the English board, is fortunes. You can learn about your fortune. And this is the Happy New Year cards that the students have made this year. So this year is the year of the snake, so that's why all of them have snakes on them. That's the second graders and the first graders. Yep, and this is the, as I said before, the student entrance, or the Genkan in Japanese. So the students, the students have put their indoor shoes here. Their outdoor shoes go over there. So they're all like white. They're like the PE gym shoes, right? For a gym class. So they're all the same. It's part of the uniform, actually. And so there's 3 entrances for them where they can come in from. So let's move on. So that's some art on the wall from Picasso and like Leonardo da Vinci and just random artists. Okay, well, let's head towards the art room. Would it be open? Oh no, it's not. We have to come back another time. Oh well. Let's keep walking. That's just the hallway that would lead to other rooms that are not really used. So this is the nurse's office, and some stuff that she's put on the wall about it related to health and stuff. These are fortune telling, the omikuji. Yeah. This is like the little student shop where students can buy stationery that they require, and those are the prices there. Yeah, notebooks, pens, pencils, even buttons. If they have a broken button on their uniform, they can purchase one. So this is the meeting room, so where teachers have meetings here. Even baseball club has meetings, and there are other meetings as well that also happen here. And on the wall we have principals that have been principals of this school in the past. And I believe this school is like a little over 100 years old, so it has quite a history. So all the past principals. And you can see the color contrast with the old picture, black and white and then, now there's color on the new ones. So yeah, this is some footage of the actual snow day today. So the students did not come to school today, but the teachers had to, and I think we accumulated about 20 centimeters of snow, something like that. It's a lot. So now I'm going to show you the gymnasium of the school. So over here, ceremonies are held, like graduate entrance ceremonies, the exiting ceremonies, graduation ceremonies, culture day, all the club activities occur here. On the wall, we have relatively new fans. When it gets too hot, they turn them on. Or even, heaters as well. So these are some of the portable heaters that they have. When it gets too cold in the winter, and trust me, the school gets extremely cold, especially the gymnasium, just because of the layout and the concrete walls and stuff like that. It's not very well insulated. And that is the lyrics for the school anthem. Up on there on the wall, in case you forget, or if students are learning. That's another portable heater. Let's check out the back. Interesting. Okay, let's keep walking around the gymnasium. See what else I can show you. Okay, now let's check out one of the storage rooms in the gymnasium. Let's see what's inside. Oh, so there's TVs. There's this is for kendo. So these are like the shinais that they use, the bamboo swords that they use for training. And there's a lot of them. And this is also some other training supplies that the kendo students use. This is like a kendo dummy. Yep, all the shoveling equipment for students and teachers to use when there's too much snow. And we also use this on the ground to prevent icing to occur. Okay, let's keep walking. Okay, so this is the science room where students have science class. There's some Bunsen burners there as well. The students use for experiments. Now, this is the support room for some students. They come here, you know, to learn individually with a special support teacher. And it's quite a nice setup. It looks quite luxurious. I mean, there's a sofa. There's a lot of beautiful decorations around that the students have created. And behind this little wall here, there is the computer room, which is not used anymore. The computers are very old. They are not in use. And a lot of them will just eventually be thrown out. It's just a matter of when. But yeah, these are very, very old computers. I believe it's Windows 7 from what I've heard, the operating system. But it is not used. This is not used at all. But you can imagine, you know, 30, 40 years ago, you know, well, 10, 20 years ago, the amount of students that must have used this and must have been very busy. So let's move a little deeper into the room. So this is like the how to use the keyboard, which looks pretty interesting because there's like the Japanese characters on it as well as the English letters. Okay, this is the admin office. There's only one person that's in this room most of the time, and which is the admin. And this is some stationery that you can take if you want, if you're low on stationery. Glues, pens, markers, pencils, stuff like that. And on the side of the admin room, there's also another, like a supply room for paper. You can get cardboard paper, Bristol board, stuff like that if you want to make some crafts, you know, for the students. Over here, the students park their bikes. This is the bike, you know, the bike area. All the bikes are owned by the school and the students rent them out. They come here by bike and they just lock them up and then take them out when they go back. Okay, let's keep walking. Continue the tour. So this area is the woodworking or like the construction classroom, where students learn about electrical components, and they learn about like how to create things using wood. Industrial, I believe, industrial arts. That's the name of the subject. And yeah, I see. I see. I think a lot of the students enjoy this class because it's very hands-on. And yeah, inside you can see some of the, all the wooden blocks and stuff that, and there's a chair that one of the students has made, or one of that the teacher has made. Yeah, it seems like a very fun class. Yeah, all the piles of wood, planks all over the place. And when you step inside, you can smell the sawdust in the air. Okay, so now we've entered the industrial arts classroom. So let me just show you a little bit more. Yeah, students work with batteries here, how to turn on some sort of electrical device. They learn the components of, how to use a battery, and, it's interesting. Okay, we move on to the side. This is the woodworking area. Yep, you can see all the little used up blocks and stuff. Yep, that's one of the chairs that students learned how to make. And that is the pile of, wooden blocks that students can use and reuse. That is like a polisher for the wooden blocks, which is interesting. Yep, so that is how to make the chair using the planks and stuff. And these are the tools that the students use. So there's nails, and then there's like a saw, like a mini saw that they can use. Very interesting stuff. And there's some little mallets or hammers that they can use. Okay, this is another, little part of the room as well, where there's more tools. So those are like, you can see mallets. We got some more little tiny mallets. And then more little mini saws, hand saws. Very sharp, you have to be careful. Okay, so now we're back in the main interior of the school. These are the fortune-telling little fortunes that you can do. Yeah, and this is like the hand and the feet and what each part of the hands and feet represent. Could represent love. I don't know, other stuff like that. I'm not too keen on it. So this is the nurse's office. So it's very small. There's a little bed in case, students need or want to, lay down. And this has an open invitation type of vibe, so students can walk in at any point in time. If they feel sick, if they feel down, if they need someone to talk to, they can go to the nurse's office. Now this is the music room. Students come here for music class. Band class comes here to practice and to prepare for concerts and stuff. As you can see, there's a grand piano over there where the teacher plays, and in the back there's some instruments such as typical drum set. There's some snare drums. There's like the big taiso drums. And I don't know if you can see it, but on the back, there's also some like drumsticks and other little tiny little bongo drums that you can use. And, a bunch of famous musicians, composers like Beethoven and Mozart and stuff like that posted on the back. Yeah, it's quite a spacious classroom. And the vibes here are always really nice. Everyone's singing and, playing instruments. It's really cool. All right, so I guess we're gonna go back up to the art room again and see if we can enter it. Because now I have the key. So let's go. Yep, so now we've entered the art room. Just some little drawings of what the students have done. I must say, the students some of them are just extremely talented in the way that they draw. It's amazing. Like I don't know, a lot of them don't realize their full potential sometimes, how good they are. Yeah, those are some like canvas cases they put their finished art in and dry it out. Yeah, great place for students to express themselves creatively. And on the right, you see those faucets. They can use that to wash their brushes and stuff like that. So let's enter the supply room in the back, see what's in there. Yeah, nice. Bunch of little face sculptures and stuff. And other supplies and equipment. I also think that students enjoy art class as well when they are able to create whatever they want. This is the cooking room. Students come here for cooking class, obviously, and also every Friday, the students come and they wash their trays, right, from the school lunches. So each student has been assigned a tray, and they bring all the trays. So each grade brings all the trays here to wash and clean for the next week. Yeah, a bunch of little toaster ovens, microwaves, and stuff like that. A lot of equipment, a lot of stuff here that students can use for cooking class. Students can also do laundry. They can wash their hand cloths that they use to wipe off the trays when they're done washing them. And these are little stoves and the students can use. And this is the teacher's version. Right there, yeah. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, it's a sweet potato. Random. Okay. Now this is the principal's office. And all the past principals are up there as well. This is a very interesting room because, there's a bunch of sofas and stuff, and there's a lot of detail here, and a lot of history as well in this particular room. I really like this room. I wish this was my office. And that is the end. Thank you.